Good morning, students. Once again, you're most welcome in our algebra class. We already started the third lesson, polynomials, and in that we learn various mathematical operations on the polynomials. Today we are going to learn about the factorization of the polynomials. If we have the polynomial and the question is should like that factorize the given polynomial. So how we are going to do the factorization of that given polynomial? So before starting the practice set 3.6, let's see few rules what we have to remember and keep in our mind before solving the factorization of the polynomial. So you can see factorization of polynomial. First point, what we have to remember, polynomial should be in the index form. Means you can see like ax square plus bx plus c. Whenever we are talking about the index form, that means always like first the variable what we have x, y, z, anything that should be in a order of the ascending or descending. Mostly we are using in this factorization descending order. You can see over here x square x raised to 1, nothing is there means 1, then c means x raised to 0. This way we can arrange that if that is not given in the sum. So means we should remember the given polynomial should be in the index form. The next one, if third term that is c, you can see over here the third term c is positive, means like that in our example plus c is there, positive, then both factor will be positive or both will be negative. Means what we are going to do the factorization, always we are going to do the factorization of the c, and what we are getting two factors that should be written like the second one middle term. So we are factorizing c into two parts, that should come the answers like bx. So if the third term that is c is positive, both factors what we are getting, these two factors will be positive or both will be negative. That's depend on what, if b is positive, bx is positive, so both will be positive. If bx is negative, both will be negative. The next thing, if third term that is c is negative, like here if we have the minus c this way, then one factor will be positive and other will be negative. So one will be positive and one will be negative. Now how we are going to decide which one will be positive and which one will be negative? That is according to the b. If b is positive, so the bigger factor should be positive. If b is negative, bigger factor should be negative. And one more thing that is must necessary to keep in our mind, like always find the factors of c or ac. Means if you don't have any coefficient like over here, if you have x square bx plus c, so in that case we are going to do the factorization of c. But if we have ax square plus bx plus c, that means we are going to do the factorization of ac. That means first we have to do the multiplication of that a and c, then we have to do the factorization of that ac. Now let's start the practice set number 3.6. Here we have the question number 1, that is find the factors of the polynomials given below. The first sub question we have 2x square plus x minus 1. Let's check it whether the given polynomial is in the form of index or not. Yes, x square x and nothing is there, means coefficient. So we can say this is in the form of index, means this is in the index form. Now the next step, we have to do the factorization of a or ac. So here we have the minus 1, but we have the coefficient 2 with the x square into 2 plus 2 is there, so we are not showing the sign of the plus, so minus 1 into plus 2 is equal to minus 2. Now this minus should be factorized into two parts. We have a lot of the factors, but always we have to do the factorization in that sense we should get the answer what we have in the middle one, the second term. Here we have the x, that means 1, means plus 1 we need after the factorization. So if last one is minus, means C part is minus, so 1 is minus and 1 is plus, we learn that. And which one is positive, which one is negative, how you are going to decide it? Regarding the B, here we have the plus, means bigger one is plus, that is we can write 2 into minus 1. Yes, 2 into minus 1 we are getting the, if you are going to reverse, we are getting answer minus 2. And if you are solving plus 2 minus 1, we are getting the answer plus 1. This means nothing else, at the place of plus x we should write plus 2x minus 1x. How we can write at the place of plus 1? As because if I said here we have the number 6, can we write at the place of 6 into 1? Yes. Can we write 2 into 3? Can we write 3 into 2? We can write, as because this is the number having the value 6 and these all are also having the value 6. So in this sense we can write, we can use that and we can write it like in this way. Now, so in our sum, at the place of x we should write plus 2x and minus x. As because here we have the variable, so we should take it. Let's start. 2x square as it is plus 2x minus x minus 1. This way we have to write. Now you should make the pair of 2 times make the pair. So you can see now the next step we are going to do the common. So this is difficult to us to take directly. So let's take one more step. 2 into x plus 2 into x. Our first term minus x minus 1. There is nothing to do the multiplication expanding. So let's see, here we have the 2, we have 2x. Do anything else you are getting over here to common? No. So take this, what we got the common, 2 into x, that means 2x. Now what will remains, we have to put in the bracket. Here we have x plus nothing is there, means 1. Here in the second one we are not getting any common, so that means 1. And we have the minus common sign, so minus 1. So in the bracket what will be remain? X plus 1. How we got x plus 1? This minus comes out, so we got plus x. This minus also comes out, so we got plus 1. If we factorize this to go the reverse, we are getting the same answer. Minus 1 into x minus x minus 1 into plus 1. We are getting minus 1. So we can write x plus 1. And one more thing, always our both these brackets should be same. In the next step, as because these two are the same, we have to write at once x plus 1. The remaining two terms we have to put in the another bracket, that is 2x minus 1. Now we got the two bracket. This is nothing else what we are finding, means our answer. Just bracket it. Come for the second one. Here we have the 2m square plus 5m minus 3. So this is in the index form. Here we are having m, so there is nothing to worry. Always you have any of the variable should be any of the alphabet from A to Z. That is no need to worry, just we have to follow our rules. The C is minus 3, so we are going to do the factorization of minus 3, but we have the 2 coefficient with the m square, so multiply with the 2, we are getting minus 6. Now we have to multiply factorize minus 6. In that sense we should get the answer plus 5, and because we have the middle plus 5. Last one is minus, means one should be plus and one should be minus. Like the first one, middle one is plus, so bigger number is plus and smaller number is minus. So we can write 3 2s are 6. We are getting 3 2s are 6, minus 6 plus into minus minus, and plus 3 and minus 2 become what? Minus 3 plus 3 minus 2 become plus 5. No, means this factor we cannot do that factorization. So we have to check another one. Now plus 6 minus 1, 6 1 ja 6, yes, plus into minus, minus, plus 6 minus 1, yes, this time we are getting plus 5. That means we have a lot of the factors, but what we have to take, for that we are getting our answer. So we have to take plus 6 and minus 1. Let's do 2m square as it is. At the place of 5m we have to write plus 6m minus 1m. So plus 6m minus m minus 3. Divide into 2 part. In the next we have to expand it. 2 into m minus 2 into 3 into m. Here we have to put plus. So minus m minus 3. Second one. Let's take the common. You can see 2, we have m, we have anything else? No. So in the next line we have to write that 2 into m is 2m. What remains? M plus what is s? 3. Yes. In the second one again nothing is there, means 1, minus we have to take common. So m plus 3 remains. You can see both the brackets are same. So m plus 3, and the remaining one we have to put in the another bracket, 2m minus 1. This way we have to put that both in a bracket. So it means we got the answer. Now move for the next sum. That is the third one. 12x square plus 61x plus 77. Let's do the multiplication of 77 into 12. You can see if we are multiplying 77 into 12, we are getting such a bigger number. If you are following our same rules, then also we will get the answers. But do we make the easier sense to do this kind of the sums whenever we are getting such a bigger number of the multiplication? Yes. So how we can do? So can we write 11 into 7 into 4 into 3, 11 7 is 77 and 4 3 is 12. Now we have to make the pair of these two. In that sense we have to get that plus 61. So if we take 7 with 4, 7 4 is 28 into 11 with 3, 11 3 is 33. That means whatever answer we are getting after doing the multiplication, that will be okay. 28 plus 33, we are getting the plus 61. Means we can write 28 into 33. This way we can do the factorization. Now, so 12x square as it is plus 28x plus 33x plus 77. As because here we have the plus, means whether both should be plus or minus, b is plus, so both should be plus, so we did that. Now make the pair of 2 2. In the next line we have to do the factorization, means expanding that all terms. So 4 into 3, 4 3 is 12 into x into x, yes, then plus 4 into 7, 4 7 is 28 into x. Sorry. This way we factorize, we expanded the first. Now second one we have continue over here, plus 11 3 is 33 into x plus 11 into 7 we did. Now check what we are getting the common. Here we have 4 x. Do anything else we have? No. So we should write 4x in a bracket, 3 and x remains, that is 3x, plus here we remains 7. Now in the second part we have 11 common. Do anything else we have common? No. So we should write over here plus 11, 3 into x, 3x plus 7 remains. Now both brackets are same, so we should write 3x plus 7. The remaining ones comes in the another bracket, 4x plus 11. So this way we got our final answers. So this way, if you have the bigger number, we can do the factorization of each term and we can make the pairs like what we want the answer. According to that, we can also solve our sums. Now come for the next sum, that is 3y square minus 2y minus 1. So first minus 1 into 3, we are getting minus 3. Now we have to do the factorization. In that sense, we will get minus to our answer. C is minus, so 1 will be minus and 1 will be plus. B is minus, that means bigger number should be plus minus. So bigger one is minus, smaller one will be plus, and the answer should be like minus 2. Can we say 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 minus into plus minus. First condition satisfied. Second, minus 3 plus 1, yes, we are getting minus 2. Means at the place of minus 2 we can write minus 3 plus 1. Let's start. 3y square as it is minus 3y plus y minus 1. These two we are copying from here. So this part also most important for you to solve for your sum. Make the pair of 2, 2. Do the expanded 3 into y minus 3 into y. The first plus y minus 1, the second one. Check what we have the common. We have the 3, we have y. Yes. So next line 3y. What remains? Y minus nothing else is here, means 1 plus 1 we take the common, nothing common is there, y minus 1 the another bracket. You can see both brackets should be same. So y minus 1 another bracket 3y plus 1. This way we should close our answer, means we find it our answer what we needed. Come for the next one, the fifth one. This is a little bit different. All the procedures should be same, just we have to keep in our mind like we have the root in this. So what we are going to do, we have to follow the same procedure. Root 3 into root 3. First root 3 from here and the second the coefficient of the x square. Root 3 into root 3 become 3. We are going to do the factorization of 3. In that sense we will get answer 4. Last one is C part is positive. That means whether both should be positive or both should be negative. The part B is we are having positive, means both factors should be positive. So let's do it. What factor we have to take will get the answer 4. 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 and 3 plus 1 we are getting 4. This sense we have to 4x replace by 3x and 1x. Let's start. Root 3 x square plus 3x plus x plus root 3. Yes. Now make the pair of 2, 2 in this way. If you are able to see and remember the previous sums, there is nothing to take the common. Is it okay? No. And if you are taking common whatever we have in these two, so that not getting the correct answer. So let's think different. Can we write this 3, root 3 into root 3? Yes. Just see over here. Means here we did root 3 into root 3, we got the answer 3. Can we reverse that 3 in the form of root 3 into root 3? Yes. So in the next line, root 3 into x plus root 3 into x. This way we have to expand this 3 in the form of root 3 into root 3. And the second we have plus x plus 3 root 3. Now let's check it. What we have the common? Root 3 x. Anything else? No. So in the next line, root 3 into x means root 3 x. What remains? X plus, and here we have root 3. Here nothing is there, that means 1 plus 1 x plus root 3. Both the brackets are same, so x plus root 3 comes in the first bracket, root 3x plus 1 in the second bracket. These two brackets is only our answer, so we have to let's bracket it. Now move for the next sum, the sixth one. This is also the same, just you are able to see that here we have the fractions. So nothing to worry, just we have to follow the rules what we learn. So 4 into 1 upon 2, 4 into 1 upon 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, means we have to factorize 2 ones are 2. In that sense we will get minus 3. Yes. So how will we get? Last one is C part is plus, that means both should be plus or both should be minus, and here we have the minus B term, so that means both are minus. So minus 2 into minus 1, can we write 2 ones are 2, 2 minus into minus plus, and minus 2 minus 1 become minus 3. So let's do it. 1 upon 2 x is square, at the place of minus 3x we should write minus 2x minus x plus 4. Make the pair of 2 2. Like the previous sums, in this also we are not getting the sufficient common. So in the previous one we changed that the second term, means that root 1. Here also can we write this 2 like 1 up 4 into 1 upon 2? Yes. Let's check it. 4 into 1 upon 2 we do. So we are getting 2, means at the place of 2 we can write 4 into 1 upon 2 like here we did. So 1 upon 2 x is square minus 4 into 1 upon 2 into x, first one, minus x plus 4, second one. Take the common. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, here we have the 2x, so here we have 1x, so okay, we can take the common. So 1 upon 2x, 1x remains, x minus, nothing is here, means only 4, so x minus 4, nothing should be here to take common, that means 1, and as because here we got the minus, so minus 1 and in the bracket x minus 4, this way. In the next line x minus 4 and 1 upon 2 x minus 1 in the second bracket. This is our answers. So in this way, whenever we have the different kinds of the polynomials and we want to factorize that, so follow all the rules what we learned today. According to that we can do the factorization and we will get the answer. And if we are getting the root, any number in the root or in the fraction form, so there is nothing to worry, just we have to follow the rules what we learn and we have to find out the answers. Here we have the homework 2 questions for you. Find the factors of the following given polynomial. Very simple 2 sums are here. You should be solid. 3x square minus 2x minus 8, 6m square minus 13m plus 6. This way what we learn you should be follow it and try to solve it. Submit it in your group at Friday, and still if you have any doubt you can ask, that will be solved by the next video. Thank you so much.